Rafinha, Ryan, Vinicius Jr, obrigado.
Neymar Jr. isn't a footballer anymore. He's a professional connoisseur of the downward spiral who traded World Cup glory for a toxic cocktail of adult beverages, nose candy, high-stakes gambling, and endless rented company marathons. What you're witnessing isn't the natural decline of an athlete. It's the professional suicide of a man who chose to be the king of the underground casinos and shady lounges over being the captain of Brazil's sixth star. Carlo Ancelotti didn't bench him because of his age. He cut him out like a malignant tumor that was infecting the most sacred locker room on earth with bad habits and midnight runway shows. While you're bleeding for the yellow and green, your idol back at Santos is snorting lines of pure arrogance and drowning in $1,000 bubbles, laughing in the face of an entire nation that's still naive enough to believe in his papier-mâché injuries. How on earth do we expect to win a World Cup with a guy who has more flight hours in private jets to forbidden bashes than actual training minutes in 2026? Ancelotti has staged a coup at the CBF because he knows Neymar is a moral parasite, teaching the youth that inhaling quick fame and blowing it on hourly companions is better than sweating for the badge. The return to Santos was the scam of the century. They sold us a redemption arc and delivered a nightclub with a football pitch, where training starts at noon because the king shows up completely wasted from poker games that last until sunrise. The truth they're hiding is that Brazil's locker room finally breathes fresh air without the scent of funny tobacco and heavy spirits lingering from the toxic entourage of a 34-year-old who's lost his sporting soul. Are we really going to fly this footballing corpse to the US just so he can use the World Cup as a catwalk for his gambling and booze sponsors? Enough hypocrisy. Neymar is the rot that spread from Qatar and has Brazil on the autopsy table today, prioritizing his personal brand and after-hours adventures over the honor of 200 million people. His stats in early 2026 are absolute garbage. He covers less ground than the referee and has more front pages in gossip rags than ball touches in the box. Ancelotti has flushed the chain and sent Neymar down the drain of history, understanding that to save national pride, you have to retire this false prophet who swapped the ball for the deck of cards and the gym for total chaos. This video is the funeral of a career that drowned in a glass of scotch and got lost between the sheets of short-stay hotels. If you're still defending this fraud, you're an accomplice to the destruction of Brazilian football. The throne is empty because the man who should have occupied it chose a white line of excess over the top of the world. And it's time to accept that Neymar's era didn't end with a trophy, but with the door slammed shut by a manager with the guts to take out the trash. The biggest hoax in history has been exposed, and the 2026 World Cup will be the party that Brazil's biggest party animal isn't invited to because nobody can stand his toxic, washed-up presence anymore.